Alright, first things first, here's my opinion on pistols. I think that the maps are so played out and so people have seen pretty much everything, so the majority of T-pistols are anti-stratting something. They already know what's going to happen, they know the traditional spots. So generally you're going to get anti-stratted by most of the things. They have a plan of attack and they're going to do it. And I think that you need to aggressively change it up on them and do something to them and fuck them up. And it doesn't mean that, like a type of pistol, my favorite would be like a 3-1-1, which would group together with 3 people, one person spotting something else, one person spotting something else, and pushing. Or we would do a pistol basically off spawns as kind of like a holding pistol with good rotation. Technically the PGS pistol isn't that good, because it's stationary and it still allows them to work on us. So we should probably like open squeaky door or something. The guy that's boosted. We should do something to them rather than just sit in upper. Hypothetically, that's all I'm saying. By theory, it doesn't work. Dan, what do you think about what I just said? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You have any problems with pistols that are kind of aggressive and sneaky and pushy? Dan, or Hero?
If I can have a suggestion of a pistol, I have one maybe.
Well, this isn't just this map. We're talking about all maps. I just want an understanding so we don't have to have what we had before. Okay, the next thing would be second round ecos. They get the bomb down, okay, and they can buy. I want you guys to, yes or no, just type in the thing if you agree with me, yes or no. Do you understand my opinion that they have more money than us if they get the bomb down, even if we win pistol? You guys both understand if they get bomb down. Dan, you understand that? Yeah, you're L. Okay. If they basically, we're almost technically saving. Kinda, sorta, if they get bombed down on pistol. It's that big of a deal to not let them get bombed down. That's why we're aggressive too, so that we can beat them before they get the bomb down. That's a reason why you do a good aggressive pistol. So if they get bombed down, they can have I'm pretty sure 2 AKs, 2 deagles, no armor because you switch guns, and the guy with deagle, armor, smokes, and nades and flashes. Now here's the point. That is versus our stuff, and in my opinion, we have to do, again, a sneaky kind of anti-stratting, aggressive, something together. We can't just play spots. Because if we do win it, it's only because they did a piss-poor job at using their weapons. Like, a lot of second-round strategies aren't talked about, so they're big pug things, and they're not really done very well. So and you know, it really comes down to the first entrance kill, and if it happens to happen against a guy that doesn't have a cold, if he has a shitty gun, where the hell are you? Then it's not that good. So anyway, I need everybody to be on the same fucking page to talk about it and be like, dude, we're gonna lose this round if we all don't take the in-game leadership and talk about how the hell we're gonna not lose this round because they could possibly buy. And even if they don't buy, we will play aggressive enough to the point where I bet you we don't let them get the bomb down for third. We basically, if they stay for third and they have Glocks, we will basically take it to them fast enough that they won't get bombed down. That's 2 points. Number one, we have to be sneaky enough to pay attention for the buy, and sneaky enough to maybe like drop a Colt and ninja a USP somewhere where they don't like know where it's coming, and then we close off half the map, and then we, you know what I mean? Like we start like listening for it, and then like the Colters do something. I don't know. Anyway, but we need to not let them get the bomb down. So I'm just trying to jog your ideas so that you guys are on the same fucking page. So I'm not talking, and you're recording this for Ryan and Tarek too, so they're going to be hearing this. So when I'm saying this, I need somebody to be like, second round, I got the best spawn, and I need him to be like, you guys are all should be in-game leaders, all the information. I mean, I should corral it, but I don't want to be the in-game leader. I kind of want to be the in-game coordinator of ideas, and I want to pick out of the best ideas, not just only my own. Anyway, if we're second round and we're sitting here and Dan should be like, yo, I got the best spawn, throw me a Colt and I'm going to go peek ramp room and we can like, PGS it. And I'll be like, no, do something like push outside or something. I wouldn't say it. I'd probably pick PGS as what we would do. But anyway, like if Dan said push outside, I'd be like, no, let's PGS it or sure, do it. And then we would, talk about, and the whole thing, or do you think I should PGS it or something? Like you're talking about the idea. Anyway, third round, if they don't get bombed down, then we want to choke their money off. You guys should be fucking pissed off at yourselves the moment they get the bomb down. You should be so frustrated, but not emo frustrated, but really disappointed that you let them get the bomb down because you let them buy a round earlier. We want to do what Fnatic did to our sports at the CP, which was cut their fucking money off. Never let them get the bomb down. Stop the flow of money coming in. Stop the buying. Stop the trading of kills. Build our money. It's a money game. So don't let them get bombed down third round. If they buy third, if they save second and buy for third, we need to push against them. The reason why, in my opinion, we don't need to, but you tell me if you think this would be a good reason why. I think that they have more money than us, third round even. They have more money than us if they get the bomb down and they save for third. They have more smokes, nades, flashes, and better guns than us, more powerful weapons on third round, and also, they don't have that good of a plan. And because they don't have that good of a plan, usually, in my opinion, third rounds are more pugged than they are because you don't have a long distance rifle. Well, I don't think it's going to be as good as a plan as fourth round. You know what I'm saying? It's not as routine as fourth round. It's kind of I think it's kind of more puggy. Just kind of like let's take long or something simple. You know what I mean? And we could just pretty much, I don't think it's going to be a rush because they pug it if they're... No, I don't mean... I'm just saying, do you know of any... Like, you don't get as much visual shit on third round as terrorists because you don't have an ops. You don't really get to see what's going on. On Dust 2 you don't. And on Inferno you kind of don't. And on Train you don't. Especially Train. And on Nuke, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Kind of. Maybe outside you really don't get to put that much pressure. I mean, I guess you could, but what I'm trying to say is I think for the majority of the time, you will catch most in-game leaders off guard if you push them third round, if they buy and you buy. And I also think it goes around with the same thing as the principle of fourth, and you guys can tell me what you think. And maybe we don't have to push them fully. Maybe we just take over an area of the map from them, aka Dust 2, triple nade or 2 nades long A, and take long A away from them. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I agree, but because I think they'll be the most sloppy. They'll just do, okay, we bought, now let's go, bam, and they're not really paying attention to what we would do for them. We'd catch them off guard. Now, fourth round, here's the way I think about it. I think, and you'd be expecting a rush from them, from terrorists or CTs? You expect a rush from them? Okay, all right. Okay. I would say no, and the reason why, and you tell me whether you start noticing in this. I would say no because most in-game leaders, a lot of times, you could probably. I could just tell you the 15 seconds is kind of like, hey, alright, what money do I got? Alright, let's buy up. Okay, let's do default. I don't think most teams, they don't have the coordination to really call. You tell me. You could tell me if I'm wrong or right later on if you see most teams rushing third rounds. I don't think they will. But, and a lot of times, depending on if somebody's a douchebag and bought a deagle, he won't have flashes and nades and stuff like that, and maybe he won't volunteer, or maybe he won't, will or won't. I just don't think, sometimes depending on whatever happens, they won't. But anyway, on fourth round, here's the thinking with this. I think that that's the chance that we have the least. If they buy third, it's usually work in extremity. Yeah, and that's why I want to plow an extremity, like a PGS, or pre-nade long A and take it, or 3B and maybe 2 people push in B delayed on Dust 2, or, Inferno, do the MK and push out Banana, you know what I mean, something like that. I would take it from them in an area, and then work off a 4-and-1 or something. That was spotting. Now the fourth round is, in my opinion, the round that the CTs have the least chance of winning. I think that they have the most amount of shit that they're gonna do to us. That basically, if they're gonna win a round as terrorists, they're probably gonna win fourth round because they probably have the most pre-practice strategy on fourth round, and secondly, they have usually their best arsenal, ops, smokes, whatever. They have everything that they need to get the job done in the pre-practice strat. And that's the one where I think that you take your biggest risk on. I think you just say, fuck it, we already lost, do whatever the hell you want that's risky and kind of changes it up. And I don't mean stupid, I don't think we already lost, but I'm saying if you're going to risk something, I think that's the one where you really gamble the most. Does anyone disagree with that? Does anyone have a better idea? Okay, so Dan, do you agree with me with that? Okay. Now, on the rest of the rounds to switch it up, like 5th round they're ecoing. Okay, 6th round, imagine if it's 6-0 us, bam. Now they're finally buying. Here we go, we're buying, yay. And then a lot of times they're probably going to play, in my opinion, hold on, that's iffy. I don't know. 6th round, what I'm trying to say, I think I would stay up on them a little bit. I think I would do the opposite. I wouldn't play spots, I don't think, because they still an in-game leader, in my opinion, normally has 2 to 3 strategies that he's really comfortable calling. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, here's what I would say. I would say if you took an extremity, I'd say do something to the other extremity. Yeah, they're gonna have they're on a bonus, so they're gonna buy, and you imagine okay, you lost. Just imagine this. We lost pistol, okay, and bam, we lost 4th round, and then we saved because we didn't get a gun round, and then all of a sudden we got 6th round. It's still a new game. We only got 1 gun round to try. You know what I mean? We only got 1 chance, so it's still a huge new game to start doing strategies on, and I don't think they'll give up on what they're doing. I think they're gonna go in and do what they're doing. And then I think we need to take an area of the map, not so much crunch on them, but take an area of the map over again, and then fall back and pretty much do a 4-and-1. That's what I would do. We could do. I'm just making up random ideas, but we could do on Dust 2. We could probably do I mean, if you really wanted to, you could do 3 go to B. Push into, nade the fuck out of B and be so aggressive on it, and then completely do a 4-and-1 to A. You know what I mean? Smoke middle, take it over, everyone go to everyone B, just nade the fuck out of B, and then just everyone go to A and take long A or something. You know what I mean? Completely just on the extremities of the map, fuck with them and switch it up and don't give them information and kind of play unconventional. Because I think on 6th round they have a bonus, so they have just as much money and a pretty new strat. I think you need to switch it up after that. I would say play more passive on different parts whenever we get their money advantage mediocre, where they kind of have 8Ks, they don't really have good spotting. I think you play more reactive and more listening and just sit back and just basically make them waste time. Throw your shit, stall them, wait, call for a good rotation, and then just basically do timeout strats. Let me think of something on this map here. Does anyone have anything to say for a second? You two? Anything come to mind? You want to volunteer? Okay. Let me think for T rounds. Okay, just go T. Just go T for me for a second, and then I'm gonna go to the next point. This is a new point. Okay, the new point would be T pistols. I think I've already said this, but I'm gonna repeat it again, just so we have everybody on the same fucking page. I think T pistols. I think any pistol that doesn't take into account that if they do something, if they do any kind of push and we're not listening for it, I think we're going to lose that round. And I think that if we buy an arsenal and we do whatever we do and we listen and we react and we call a strat mid-round, I think we have a very good chance of at least getting the bomb down, and I think we have a good chance of winning the round just based off the fact that 99% of the teams don't pay attention to what information they give you. In my opinion, they hand you the round, and then you just act accordingly, and you just take it slow, and you just relax, and it's your pistol, it's your game, you set the pace. And what the other thing is, kids can't fucking pay attention after 30 seconds. I know Tarek's mind's probably shot after 30 seconds. You know, he's paying attention, and all of a sudden, like, he's like, God, this is burn your retina strats, I can't stand it. And then he starts just like you just lose concentration and you don't play as fucking intense or as smart as you would. So you kind of just stall him out and just relax. And now and it lets you know what's happening with you. And now on second round? Second round, we need to be able to buy deagles and flashes, and if we lose pistol. If we lose pistol and don't get bomb down, we'll need to, don't do that. We need to buy deagles and pretty much take it to them. And I guess it really comes down to what strategy we're going to do, but it's not going to be some random run-around idiot pug strat. It's going to be a pretty decent, like, I guess we can pick off a little bit with eagles. We could spam on nuke. I wasn't speaking exactly on nuke. I was speaking like Dust 2. Like, we could crawl cat and somebody would buy flashes and flash for people, and Dan would like go long A with a deagle, and we'd basically do a 4-and-1 to A, you know, simple, and at least we get the fucking bomb down. And just so we're clear, I'm pretty sure we can buy third round. Remember we lost in a round in a match or something because they bought third round, and I was like, wow, because they didn't get bomb down pistol, but I'm pretty sure they got bomb down second round, and they bought deagles, and they're still able to buy. So the main focus should be when we buy deagles and stuff like that second round is, I mean, it's to win the round, but it's really ultimately to get the bomb down. So I think we have to balance spending all the money on the flashes, because second round, I don't know how to buy, so we need to talk about it. Because I always buy like a deagle, you know, 30, like none more than 2 clips and 2 flashes, and then I don't have any money for fourth round, so I think it's so fucking close with the money that we really have to pay attention to make sure that we're not buying too much, but buying enough to maybe, you know, get the bomb down at least, and then it won't, like, we have to balance trying to win the round with, you know, trading all of our shit for fourth round. For fourth, we'd like not have anything for fourth because we spent too much money on second round trying to win it, rather. Okay. Alright, cool, that's fine. And just buy, you know, deagle 2 clip? Okay. Maybe 1 flash from somebody. Maybe, you know? And then, like, somebody that has an extra kill than somebody else. Yeah, pretty much. And then that's it. I think that solves the problem, though, but, you know, because on Nuke, I think we should do, I watched Panic, I watched U5, I want somebody to make a clip of it, but U5 did a pretty cool strategy where they did this, and you can spam, but basically they held out of lobby. So you could get like one guy to spam rafters, and they basically sit here. You could probably do our strat where we have the best spawn listen. And he listens, and then we can just fucking do the door, you know, execute upper with 2 flashes, you know what I mean? Like one guy doing the door flash or something like that, and another guy's holding, you know what I mean? And you throw the squeaky door flash, and another guy throws one on, like, you know, in front of HUD or something, and then we just plow out. And we'll probably, you know, we can maybe, if we get those 2 kills, then we get those 2 guns, and we could easily win that round, you know? Depending on, and we probably at least get the bomb down. So, especially if we listened. Now, third, we're going to talk about, let's just talk about this map. I'll start with this just off the top of my head. For T-side, though, for fourth round, I think we need to play Cunt Strike, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is, fourth round is, CTs could do anything to us. And unless, for the majority of the time, they win the choke points. They win ramp room. I can tell you Forrest wins ramp room. If I send 3 people with the best spawns to ramp, and I naded the fuck out of it, and I tried out of it, and I killed them, but for the most part, we got mowed down. And that's the same thing, in my opinion, with Banana, for the most part, okay? I don't mean all the time. but I think that you get mowed down by most of the remedies, like if you try to take them fast some of the times, depending on their money situation. So, what I would like to do is pretty much play listen and avoid strike on the major gun round, because hypothetically, if we're going to lose a T-gun round, it's probably going to be, I'd say, 4th round, because then they could, 4th round's the one that they could probably, well, I mean, we have a lot of shit, but it works both ways. So I think we should listen for a second, and then pretty much hit the place that's the easiest to hit, that draws the most rotation, and try to attack that place, and then go the opposite way. So for this map, or I'm sorry, for Dust 2, it would be like hit cat and maybe go back B or something, and kill all the middle rotators when we kill a catwalk. Or in Nuke, it would be like the most common place is to hit upper, and the most common place to rotate from is ramp room to upper. So it would probably be like hit MIBR upper or something like that, and then start hitting it and maybe go ramp room or something. Like hypothetically, I don't know, or maybe I don't know. I guess or hit outside and then hit ramp room or something. I don't know. I guess we'd have to think about it. How it applies to this map. Does anyone have an idea? Where you at? Anyway, okay. What I want to talk about is this map real quick. Okay, hold on. I'll go over different things. What's the point? Oh my god. I don't want to do that. Come on. I'll put step size on so you can go up there by yourself later. Come on. I'll let you go there. Let me go ahead and stop the demo and then record Nuke.